sunny day out here. Thought I'd come out and get some wonderful vitamin D out in the sunshine. We haven't had a whole lot lately. And finish up my lunch, a big strawberry banana smoothie. It's about 5 bananas in here, and I don't know, a cup and a half of strawberries. So we're going to do some planting today. I like to get my garden started pretty early, if I can, especially this year, since I'm not going to really have a whole lot of time with the baby coming. But I have to have some fruit that I'm growing myself, because it's, I don't know, a sense of achievement when I do it. It makes me feel good to always have a garden every year. So we'll get started.
How's my dog? That's my Chihuahua. Yes.
Hello, YouTube. We're out here in the backyard of our patio, getting ready to get some seeds started. We're in the second week of March now, so it's time to start getting them going and get them planted, hopefully by the end of next month, and they'll start growing pretty well. I like doing a really big tomato. This year I thought I'd try aroma tomato, see how that goes. I've never grown aroma before. Do some okra. Okra are really easy. And then I've always had a lot of success with, beans and peas. I was kind of disappointed they didn't have the purple ones at the store, but it's a local hardware store I go to, but they might have some a little later on. And then a couple of zucchinis, and hopefully I can get the kale going this year. I've had bad luck with kale, but I always try, because eventually I'll get it right. And the yellow squash, of course, too, because it's all good. And kind of limited garden this year, because I'll probably be really busy. But I figure if I get them started now and just keep it watered, it'll do all right. The soil, I always use my compost. Everybody should compost. Compost everything. If you're living a plant-based lifestyle, or you're eating a lot of fruit, or you're eating, just a lot of greens in general, compost everything. This plastic container, it's a nice little bubble container I picked up from Costco. I generally don't do the plastic containers like this, but I felt like this would do as a really good sprouting agent. But as soon as I'm done with it, I recycle it. Recycle everything too, even if you're don't have a whole lot of choices to where you can get your fruit from. Recycle, recycle, recycle. So let's move on to the planting. Start digging a little trench. I find it helps the seeds stay where they need to stay, really. Get them a nice little place to settle into. Oh, and in this container, I'd poke holes in the bottom so it has enough, drainage. I took a safety pin and punched a bunch of holes in the bottom of each one of these bubbles. It works pretty well. Alright. Now the peas and the beans, these do really well on their own. So I will just sow them right into the ground, and since it's cool enough, they'll start actually pretty early. And I think that we're pretty well past any sort of freezing going on. It's been really warm lately, unseasonably warm, thanks global warming. But these will do really well on the ground on their own, so I'll just sow them directly. But we'll start with planting the tomato. bunch in your hand, like so. And make sure that little trench is nice and not too deep. And I like to put about 3 or 4 seeds in each one, because sometimes you get a bad seed and they don't grow. And just kind of gently cover them. I'm not going to do a whole lot this year, because I don't think I'll have the most time in the world at this point. So, I'll just do about 4 of the large. Yeah, let's do 5 of the larges. I tend to go through the large tomatoes during the summer. I'll do one more right here. Extra one in there. Okay. And always save your seeds, just in case. If you don't get any started, you can try again. Especially if it's a little bit warmer on. You can sow directly into the ground at that point. Especially when there's like completely no chance of freezing. And you might have better success doing that depending on your ground and weather factors and how closely you tend your garden. As far as a garden goes, I don't really tend them closely. I kind of let them do what they're going to do. Doing the squash next. I'm only going to want to do about 3 squash this year. They tend to get away from me if I plant more than a few. They'll grow like crazy. And these guys are pretty big seeds, so I'll do like 2 in each. And if I end up with a bad seed, I'll just go ahead and plant some more later. And one more. And also, if you keep your seeds, they're usually good till the next year. I've not found an issue with keeping seeds and using them the next year too. So, as long as you keep them dry and in a fairly cool place, you won't have an issue. Finished planting everything and gave it a really good soak. So I will let them go on their merry little way. And just kind of keep them moist and keep an eye on them in the window for the next few days. Everything that's direct sow into the soil, I will probably do this weekend, just when I have more time. But it's good to get these things started early, just so you have the time to get them out there and into the outdoors when they're ready. So that's it for now. I hope you guys enjoyed this.